Welcome to English Classes with Jay. Prepare for an epic journey into language.
Hello everybody. Yes, I'm still bundled up. There's a phrasal verb for you. Bundled up, which means I am with a lot of clothing on to keep myself warm because I'm still in Canada. However, I'm in my last week here of visiting my parents. I'm still in the same neighborhood that I have been for the last few months. Wanted to let you guys know that I have a new adventure planned and a new adventure coming very soon. I will be heading to Ecuador. Yes. And I have lots of exciting things to tell you guys, but I'm not going to reveal it all quite yet. Anyways, today I wanted to talk to you guys about a word that can be very confusing for a lot of my students. We encounter it a lot in classes, and that word is face. Okay? And I'm not talking about my face. What I'm talking about is using it as a verb, and it can be very confusing sometimes. So, for example, if somebody said he's facing a lot of adversity, I find a lot of my students are not familiar with that verb. So I wanted to use today's class to talk about it. Now we can use the word face to express that you are looking towards something. So right now I can say the camera is facing the ocean. So you guys can see that in the distance. You can also see some mountains. So the camera is facing the mountains. Or I could also say it's pointing towards, or it's looking towards the mountains. So face we sometimes use in that way to kind of give direction to something. By the way, this is the view, or this is kind of the top of the little mountain or hill that my parents live on top of, and you can see in the distance the ocean. That's the Pacific Ocean, and you can see the mountains way back in the background. Those are the Rocky Mountains on the mainland of Canada. I'm actually on an island right now called Vancouver Island. All right, so I wanted to give you guys some other examples and a different way that we use face as a verb, which will mean to have or to deal with. So, for example, if I said to you, what problems do you face while learning English? So, I'm not saying how do we look at that. I'm saying, how do you look at that? Or how do you deal with? Or what problems do you have when you're learning English? Okay? So anytime that you want to say to have or to deal with something, you can use face. And it's very common, actually. I noticed it recently when doing a lot of classes with my students and using the AI system to create classes. The AI system likes to use face. It uses it a lot instead of saying to deal with or have. Okay? So I can give you lots of different examples. For example, if I said, how are Canadians facing economic problems in Canada? So what am I saying? How are Canadians dealing with the problems that they have here in Canada? Okay? And that is how we use face. So it's good to be aware of it. You might come across it also in writing. It might not be so common. so commonly used with non-native speakers because they're not really aware of that verb, but with native speakers we do use it quite a bit. Okay, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Just kind of showing you guys around the neighborhood here. Not so much to see. You can hear some birds in the background. And I will be headed to Ecuador soon, so probably just do one more video here from Canada, and you guys will get a whole new place to look at, filled with mountains and lakes and volcanoes and waterfalls, and I'll be bringing a lot more drone video to my videos in the future too. There'll be a lot more to see. So I'm looking forward to creating a new theme for this class. And thank you guys for watching the videos. I hope you're getting lots of use out of these videos and learning lots of new English words. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
I hope you enjoyed today's class, and see you next time.